Aloha, everyone. The market finished up for the ninth straight session in the NASDAQ on Monday. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, and now I can officially say my MACD and TSV is starting to get into overbought range. And after 9 straight up days with only 2 of those sessions on above average volume, it's definitely time to start to expect a pullback. Plus, I got some stocks today that, despite the market being up, they kind of showed some weakness, and they really haven't put in any big gains yet, like Data and LinkedIn, former earnings winners. So you just want to watch stuff like that, and Pan W reversals. So, monitor our sell stops. But overall, market looks fine. There's no need to top call this market, but I got to tell you, it's looking more and more like we need to pull back. The S&P 500 has already started to pull back down 0.03% today. Volume was lower than the day before. As you can see, though, TSV and MACD, neither one's near overbought on this index, so definitely plenty more room to run. Same with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Russell 2000 also shows that the MACD and TSV's got more room to run. So really, out of all of our markets, it's really the NASDAQ and NASDAQ 100 that are a bit heated. And after 9 straight up days, that should be no surprise. While there's RSI and stochastics, as you can see, still trending higher in that index, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, S&P 500. So everything basically looks fine. There's nothing doing overall. I have some sells. I got 2 full sells. They're both speculative positions. Neither one amounts to crap. Vuzi was the only one that was 1%. HPJ couldn't even get up to it. But HPJ has failed its 200-day moving average. That is a full sell on an end-of-day basis. It should have, after going long, my initial cut loss is all the way down to 5. But after it moved up the first day and then had that reversal day on big volume and then tried to break out again on the 20th and had a reversal day, now that it's failing the 200-day moving average, I'm not going to wait around for 5, and I'm not even going to wait around for 519. It hit 519 anyway intraday. If it would have gone 1 penny lower, it would have knocked me out of the rest of my sell stop position. But I'll go ahead and exit now. So HPJ is a full sell. Man, I didn't even have, what is it? Man, I don't even think I had half a percent of position in this stock, so it's irrelevant. And then Vuzi is a complete sell with it closing below the 670 level. It is a complete sell at 650. I actually went ahead and moved my stops from 669 to 663. Wish I wouldn't have done that now, but still, the stops got me out at a better price than where it ended up closing. But Vuzi's a failure. And what's interesting is that really, Vuzi, while that was the long selection picked on the 17th, there was also CRMD, which technically was a long selection on the 11th. You can see it flagged on the 11th. You can see it flagged on the 12th. But on the 17th, I really thought about getting it here. I didn't get it because the 20-day moving average wasn't caught up with the price yet. It hit my 330 limit intraday on the 18th. And ran 3 more days. So in 4 days, the stock is now up 50%. However, at one point intraday today, it was up over 60%. So while I passed on CRMD, which is up 60% at one point intraday, I went ahead and went long Vuzi. While I decided to go ahead and go long RCPT today, which is a 50% sell because it has immediately reversing the long signal. It opened at 120.94, closed at 122.01, so it's not a 75% sell signal. But the fact that it closed near the low of day on higher volume with BOP falling, that's a 50% sell signal. And now my emergency sell stop, which was at 115.99, you could also have used the 110.66 level, gets automatically moved up to the low of day of the signal date 120.22. So if it goes to 120.21, I will be all out of RCPT, 50% sell. And then NCFT, this is a technical 25% sell signal. It is breaking below the 20 and 10-day moving average in a convincing fashion today. And not only that, but it's also breaking below that short-term support back here around the 2065, 2070 level. So it's a 25% sell, but what I would do is I would put 25% sell stops with a move below 2044. That way, if it happens to gap up and let's say open at 2058, or maybe it opens at 2052 and then rallies for the rest of the day and retakes its intraday high of 2130, then you won't be kicking yourself if you just sold all out. However, if it moves below 2045 we risk it going much lower into the teens, so I want to go ahead and have a sell stop below there. So that's a 25%. RCPT is 50%. VUZI and HPJ both were speculative, so hopefully nobody took them. Notice that the under $10 stocks continue to do shitty, unless I would actually pick them correctly, and then if that was the case, they would do quite well. Let's see what we'd be up since day one there on 211. If we would have gone long my very first signal that I passed on, 53%, probably would have had a 70% gain at one point intraday. So, whoops, can't win them all. But the ones I'm passing on tonight, the closest one that I wanted to get long really, and it's too speculative, is CBMG. CBMG is breaking out of this little, ascending uptrend. But once again, if you look, you can see the 20-day moving average is far away, so it's a no-go for me. But the stock is breaking out. I'm also going to pass on INSY. Earnings are on the 3rd. THRM, earnings are on the 25th, I think. AMSG, earnings are tomorrow. BJRI, I'm watching. Could set buy stops in a couple more days. And OCUL, which I profiled this weekend on Stock Twits, is a high tide flag. Look at that baby work today.